Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm a clinical psychologist specializing in helping people create healthy relationships and manage the ups and downs of life. Are you wondering if your boyfriend is cheating? Here are 15 signs that he just might be. 1. Drastic changes in communication. He used to ask you about your day, but now he spends his time looking at the phone, more time in the bathroom, or simply checking out. 2. He shows a lack of interest in you. Now, lack of interest may be due to life stressors, but you start to notice a pattern of his behavior where he shows you less interest and doesn't ask you questions like he used to. 3. His routines have changed. Now, we all have routines and habits, but his have started to change without a conversation with you, and the change is significant and upsetting. 4. He practices more self-care. Your partner is suddenly dressing differently, wearing cologne, and paying more attention to his appearance. 5. He becomes more critical of you. He starts to become critical of things that were not bothersome before. And remember, you will always come up short when you are being compared to the other person who can do no wrong. 6. He feels distant. He starts to become more physically and emotionally distant, and you can feel the shift. 7. He doesn't invite you out as often. You spend less time as a couple with and without friends. He makes excuses for not including you. 8. He's become secretive. Once his whereabouts were an open book, but not anymore. He hides his phone and his schedule. He doesn't want to include you with his day-to-day stuff like he used to. 9. He's become unreachable. Suddenly, you cannot reach him. He might have started working late without reasonable explanations. 10. He doesn't like questions. He doesn't like when you ask him questions about what's going on in his life. He gets defensive and maybe irritated. He may be sharing this with another person. 11. His phone habits have changed. And most partners know the passwords to their devices. However, you notice when he gets mad, defensive, or possessive when you ask him about his phone or his devices and or his password. 12. He has a change in libido. Now, a change in his libido may look like more sex at home to cover up, initiate so you won't ask for it later, the sex might drop off, or he might become more sexual in bed. 13. He's out more with friends. You find yourself moving down his list of priorities as he goes out with his friends more. You have become less important to him. 14. His excuses don't add up. He makes excuses for why he cannot do something, where he was, who he was with. The story changes and it doesn't make sense. And the more you question him, the more likely he will be to gaslight you, saying you are being nosy and asking too many questions. And 15. He has intimacy issues. Often intimacy issues are rooted in a person's attachment style. With intimacy issues, he starts to back away from the relationship and may start to see someone else. Now, these are just 15 signs that he could be cheating. So, what to do? Stand up for yourself. Sit down and start to have an open and honest conversation with him. And I hope that helps.